Phoenix here with the Chelsea edition of how they will look like in the upcoming season. By far the hardest one I've done. I mean, these guys have players I didn't even know existed. Let's get straight into it because there's a lot to go through in this one. We'll begin with the exits. Kepa, of course, brought in for 80 million, completely failed. Already looks like he's off to Arsenal. Good riddance. Petrovic is another one who I don't think is Chelsea level. I know some do. Apparently Sunderland won him for 25 million. If that's the case, sell him in a heartbeat. Not Chelsea level. But Yashil, there was a player here, you know, over the last few months. There's no denying. Who's the idiot in my moron? There's no denying that we've seen glimpses. But I want to bring in another player that means I don't see space for Badiashile. So I'm sending him packing as well. Vega, this one is the toughest one because if there's a Chelsea centre-back that should stay the most, I think it's him. But there's problems apparently off the pitch. I think with Maresca, the way he left, the way he wanted to leave. To be fair, again, I mean, Chelsea were playing him in the wrong position because he done decent at Juventus as a centre-back. Bayern interested, Juve interested. Just make sure you get a good price for him if you're going to sell him. Up next, disaster. I mean, from the first second this guy stepped foot at the club, I told you he's not good enough. I seen a clip of his. It was against Mbappe, don't get me wrong. So you can feel some sympathy, but I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Stuck in the mud. Horrific. Can't turn. Off you go. Malo Gusto. You know, there was a player here. I'm not going to deny that. I liked what I seen when he first joined. What happened over the past season? It's unbelievable. I've always said this. There's a Chelsea with Reece James, and there's a Chelsea without Reece James. Yes, Reece James is a fantastic player, but the drop-off between Reece James and Malo Gusto is crazy. Ever since Chelsea have improved their defense, when they concede a goal, like over the last, let's say, 4 months, 2025 specifically, in 90% of the cases, I promise you, there's an individual that is always there at the crime scene. It's Malo Gusto. It always is Malo Gusto. Get rid of him. Not good enough. Up next, Ben Chilwell. Pretty self-explanatory. You couldn't even hack it at Palace. Just find a club for him. Gelkers, when he first broke in, Terry Region, they were saying, passion merchant, but passion can only get you so far. I see him a championship player, at the very best, a low-level Premier League player. Not good enough for Chelsea, that's for damn sure. Dewsbury Hall. When they first got rid of Gallagher, Chelsea, I was the one praising it the most. Some were a bit skeptical about it. Getting rid of our captain. It was fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic. And he's not succeeded at Atletico, Gallagher, mind you, despite what many people will say. Forget about that goal he scored in the Champions League. But to then replace him with Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall. One of the biggest loser players I've ever seen. It had Maresca written all over it. Yes, he's homegrown. Yes, he can cover multiple positions. And to be fair, with Maresca still in charge, I doubt he wants to sell him. But they should. Chelsea should definitely sell him if there's an offer. This one hurts. This one pains me. This one hits right here, man. There's a player here, it's pretty obvious. I mean, people forget, but he's the joint top scorer for Chelsea. Yes, mostly, of course, playing in the conference this season. You're crazy if you think there isn't. I do hold both managers responsible for why he hasn't succeeded at Chelsea, Maresca and Pochettino. Yes, when he comes on, you question sometimes his work ethic, but they don't play him in his best position. Players like Nkunku, players like Felix, Griezmann, for example, why he never succeeded at Barcelona, Dybala, these are system players. You got to build their system around them in order to succeed. And Nkunku, there's an offer, of course, from Bayern Munich, apparently. It will be painful to see him go. I think there's a player there. Same way there's a player with Felix. I mean, you're absolutely crazy if you think you watch Felix play and you're like, this guy's not good at football. But like I said, you got to build the system around them. And same thing at Milan, we've seen. He starts well and then he faded completely. He needs consistent game time. Apparently, Benfica are in for him. Has to go. Madueke. Now, contrary to Nkunku and Felix, this guy's not good enough and never will be good enough. If there is indeed an offer from Arsenal of 40-something million. Take it in a heartbeat. It'll be a Kai Havertz and Mason Mount situation all over again. Goodbye. Broja, yes, believe it or not, still a Chelsea player. No need to go into detail. Au revoir. Raheem Sterling, also still a Chelsea player. I'll always tell you guys this. The biggest achievement of Pep Guardiola, of Pep Guardiola's career, it's not been getting Messi to score 91 goals. It's not winning a treble with Barcelona. It's not winning in a single season, of course. It's not winning a treble with Bayern Munich. It's somehow getting Raheem Sterling to score 100 goals. I'll never ever understand how he accomplished that. I've never liked him, and sure enough, he's been exposed at Chelsea. Not sure who will buy him, but he has to go. Now comes the big one. Nicholas Jackson. I'm going to deny there's some good qualities, but I'll explain why he'll never make it at the highest level, especially not at Chelsea Football Club. Number one, he cannot be a striker. He's misprofiled. I think he'll do much better as a winger. I think he can even play attacking midfielder. He's not a number 9. He's not clinical. You cannot develop that all of a sudden, not at his age. You either have it or you don't. Nicholas Jackson does not have it. Number 2, mentality. This guy's mentality absolutely stinks. What happened at Newcastle when Chelsea are fighting for Champions League? That for me, in a game they were so much better than Newcastle at. That for me should have been his final game for Chelsea Football Club. I remember saying that at the time. And Chelsea ended up achieving Champions League qualification, not because of Jackson, in spite of Jackson. And they looked better without him. Then comes Club World Cup. Sure enough, he wasn't done causing damage. Within 4 minutes, gets sent off against Flamengo. That alone, for me, I don't see how there's any sensible Chelsea fans that be like, okay, he can continue at this football club. From day one, he has been the one that has set Chelsea back a couple of years. Chelsea should have already been in the Champions League last season, but they didn't get it because of him. And Chelsea fans that have continued to defend him, claiming they don't need other strikers because they have Nicholas Jackson. Utter morons. Apologies for the insult. There is no other word that can describe you guys. If there's an offer coming in, maybe Arsenal interested, Bayern Munich, sorry, not Bayern Munich, Arsenal, Juventus, Atletico Madrid. Again, 40-something million, 50, take it in a heartbeat, just like the Madueke one, and spend it on, I'll let you know soon. For Chelsea, there's so many players who have to even do a loan section. I forgot this kid's name. In goal, loan him out. Sarr, another Sarr, loan him out. Ugo Ochoku, loan him out. Kendry Paes, he's talented, but I'm a bit concerned about him. From what I've been told, his mentality absolutely stinks. So, you know, he's constantly wanting to go at nightclubs, partying. Chelsea need a very important loan move for him, whether that's Strasbourg or someone else or somewhere else. It's key. Wherever he goes, they take good care of him, because he's not going to reach his full potential if he doesn't get treated accordingly. Evil Saka. I love Evil Saka. I think there's a player here. The reason I want to loan him out is because I think it's the correct move for his career. Go to a club he's going to play consistently at, bulk up physically, and I'm sure he can come back and be a Chelsea player. No doubt about it. Marguyo, I don't think he has a future at Chelsea, but I'd loan him out. They got him on the cheap. See if he can explode somewhere else. I think he's too one-dimensional, too limited in his play style. And then see if you could sell him for a profit. Now, for the buys. Hato from Ajax. Chelsea need coverage for left back and centre back. Hato is the perfect player. The main reason he's the perfect player is because he's got something most Chelsea defenders lack. A brain. He has high football IQ, unlike most of the other bozo Chelsea defenders. And like I said, the fact that he can cover both left back and centre back, very, very good on the ball. and his football IQ should be an instant purchase. I'm hearing 30 million or something like that. Chelsea got to bring him in. Gittins, of course, already basically confirmed. English as well. 55 million maybe is a bit excessive, I'll be real. I think that's excessive. But Chelsea need a left winger. I would rather they spend that amount of money on Gittins as opposed to someone like Garnacho or keeping Madueke. So it makes all the sense for me. And a signing I absolutely love, which is also confirmed, is Joao Pedro. There's a chance we'll see him up against Palmeiras as well. I love this player. He can cover 3 positions. He can cover left, striker, in behind the striker. And again, I think he adds something to the Chelsea attack that the others don't. Like, he's very, very calm under pressure as opposed to most of the other Chelsea attackers. He's confident and he can bring others into play very, very well. So I think this is a very good signing and he'll succeed at Chelsea. I've always loved him. Up next, Estevao, who of course will be up against his soon-to-be new club in the Club World Cup. From the Club World Cup, it's clear he still needs time. The talent is undeniable, but I don't know if he's completely ready yet. But then again, look at how long it took Pedro Neto to get to this level he's at the moment for Chelsea, and he was a Premier League ready player. Madueke started so many games for Chelsea. He's not good enough. So I do think Estevao could claim a place pretty quickly, actually, in that Chelsea team. And he can play right or left, like I said. Talent undeniable. Very, very, very excited to see Estevao in the Premier League and in a Chelsea shirt. Up next, of course, another signing which has been confirmed and one which we have already seen in action. Initially, I was against this deal. I kind of still am. I don't know if he's Chelsea level, but again, English. And the only way this makes sense is if you sell Jackson. If you're going to go into this upcoming season with Jackson and Liam Delap up front, you're going to have the same problems you've always had over the past years. Liam Delap, he showed me glimpses, to be fair, that there is something there, which I wasn't expecting in certain matches. But then in others, you can kind of see why I don't think he will succeed. I'm sticking with that original prediction. I don't think he'll succeed at Chelsea. But if he's coming, Jackson has to go out in order to bring in my final signing. As you can see, I'm taking risks. I think Chelsea need another right centre-back, probably. I think they need a goalkeeper. We'll get into that. But I'm saving all the money to go in for one player. Bowley, you need a statement signing. You need a striker. It is so obvious. I think Chelsea have solidified defensively to the point where I'm more calm and more willing to spend the money up front. You cannot have all this talent in behind the striker, but then you don't have a striker that is going to be scoring 20 plus goals a season. None of those players we've seen at Chelsea can score 20 plus goals. You bring in the number 9. Who will that be? For Chelsea, I think it should be Gyökeres. Sesko, believe it or not, will cost more than Gyökeres at the moment. I think Sesko is a better player than Gyökeres, no doubt about it. But for this Chelsea team, for the age of the other players, bringing in a ready-made striker, my criticism with Gyökeres is his back to goal. I don't think he's good enough back to goal. But if you look at the other Chelsea, the way the Chelsea team is set up, they need someone who's going to make those runs in behind, like Jackson has been doing, but then, of course, finishing the chances. Look at the positions Jackson gets in over the past season. I'm not saying his movement is very good, Jackson. Even Liam Delap has already shown great movement. But now imagine Gyökeres in those positions and what he'll be able to do. I think he'll get 30 plus if they get him. Honestly, I think he'll succeed at Chelsea. It's the perfect club. He won't succeed at Arsenal. I don't think he's good enough, or not good enough. I don't think he fits Liverpool. But for Chelsea, he's perfect. You need a statement signing. Osimhen is another player, of course, who I think is even better than Gyökeres, who I absolutely love. But it's looking like he's on his way to Juventus. I don't know what's going on. You need the number 9. Bring in Victor Gyökeres. this is how the team will look like. Taking a massive risk, like I said, keeping the goalkeeper. We've seen so many bozo moments, but we've also seen great moments from Sanchez. It's a risk. It's a huge risk. But in order to save up money for Gyökeres, I'm keeping Sanchez. If there's an opportunity to bring in an Emi Martinez potentially, I would take it. Reece James, obviously right back. Achampong, I think, is absolutely fantastic. What I've seen from the Club World Cup, he can cover right back. Get the hell out of here, Malo Gusto. He's so good with the ball at his feet. Can also fill in at centre back if needed. Obviously, here comes the other big risk, right centre back. I put Fofana here. I've liked Fofana. The injuries have decimated him. So it's a huge, huge risk. But there's Tosin, who I really like. I put Chalobah here. There's questions about Chalobah, but like there's no denying since he's come in, Chelsea's defense has improved. For me, that's undeniable. Colwell, of course, has been fantastic over the past 2-3 months, especially. Cucurella, sensational. Hato, like I said, can cover left, can cover central. Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez. Esugo coming in from Sporting. I forgot to put him in the ins, actually. He's a pure defensive midfielder. The others are a lot more comfortable with the ball. Lavia, I mean, this depth is phenomenal. I've put Andre Santos as well here. Andre Santos. I'm worried about what Maresca said about him. This is a fantastic, fantastic player. I've put him here, but of course Enzo can fill in here. Andre Santos can easily play here. There is space, as you can see, in this team. I put Pedro and Gittins on the left. We can see Palmer play on the left. Palmer's performances in 2025 have been extremely, extremely worrying. But equally, I like that what Maresca's trying to do. You cannot continue being Palmer FC. It will never, ever work. So you need to move on from that. Be willing to play Palmer left, Pedro in behind. That should also work perfectly fine. You can easily switch them around. Estevao and Neto, brilliant, brilliant. Coverage for the right. Of course, Neto has been sensational over the past couple of months as well. And then up front, you have Gyökeres and Liam Delap. In certain matches, you can easily go 4-4-2 if you need, especially with players like Caicedo, Andre Santos. They can easily cover the whole midfield together. Lavia, easily. I mean, this Chelsea team, for me, would be incredible and very, very good to compete in both the Premier League and the Champions League. Yes, there's a couple of questions, but you can't have it all if you want to be realistic. Let me know what else you would do differently. Like I said, a lot of players to go through, but this would be my Chelsea for next season and how I think Chelsea should look like. Phoenix, out.